Research Hacks with Queen Bee, here to talk to you about global issues in context. Let's get started. All right, I'm starting here at the Staley High School Destiny homepage, and I'm going to go to Global Issues in Context. Here's the homepage for Global Issues in Context. This is a website or database that excels in featuring high-quality news, magazine, encyclopedia, scholarly journal, primary source articles about current issues happening today. And one of the best things that they do is they will also give you what are called viewpoints. I'll show you what those are in just a minute. You can search up here by typing in a topic in the search box, just like any other database. Keeping in mind, if you haven't watched the Developing Keywords tutorial, you might want to watch that so you make sure that you don't, for example, type in a whole sentence or question, which doesn't really work very well with databases. You can also if you don't know what your topic is going to be, you can browse lots of different topics here, and if you find something that sounds really interesting to you, then you can get to it this way. A lot of different topics will have a description at the top that is really good background to help you know what the topic or issue is. This is basic information. You probably don't want to cite it, but it helps you give you some background before you research. If you scroll down, you'll see there are, for this topic, 222 viewpoints. These are people's editorials or opinions about this topic. Featured content, reference, which is going to be usually encyclopedia articles to give you background on the topic. Audio, so a lot of these are from NPR and they're radio news stories, but they've been typed out for you so you can read them. News articles, here's things from various newspapers around the world, not just the United States. Academic journals, which is information written by experts who are often college professors or people who are studying this as a graduate degree, magazines, etc. So let's look at news. If we click on the news articles, then we can see everything that fits in that category. For this topic, I have over 11,000, which is way too many to look at one time, but I can sort either by relevance, content level, document title, or date. I like to search for date because then the newest articles are on top. That's great because today is January 23rd, 2018, the day that I'm recording this, and I have articles that are just a day old. I have a couple of them, lots of them from the last week or two, and this was a great way to research a current topic by reading about what's been published and what's being talked about right now. And this is results with viewpoints from around the world. So this is Northern Ireland, here's Pakistan. So we get a lot of information that we might miss by just looking for sources in the United States. If you find an article that you want, here's the title, here's where it's published and the date. You can click on that article and you can listen to it being read to you in English, and then you can also read it just by scrolling down. At the very bottom, you'll find a citation, but it's not clear whether this is an MLA citation. So I always like to go up to the Citation Tools button in this toolbox, and I know that this is MLA 8, and I'm going to copy that and paste it straight into my Works Cited page. This is great because you don't have to make the citation yourself, and they're usually really close to being perfect, although sometimes, because they're generated automatically and electronically, there may be an error or two. Check with your teacher if you have questions about that. I love this database because it lets me download the articles as PDF documents or straight to my Google Drive. I can organize all of my articles in one folder, which makes it really easy to find the articles I need later to quote, paraphrase, cite, etc. I can also email this to myself and organize my articles that way, or print them out old school. But I'd rather you save some paper and try some of those electronic options. All right, well, this has been a basic overview of global issues and context. I think this will be really useful for a lot of your research topics, especially if you're writing a pro-con paper, paper for government, or speech and debate. Best of luck with your research, and let me know down in the Staley LMC if you need help.